I'm gonna give it a quick second, and then I will get this show on the road. hmm Working it with the Experian app, no credit's gonna look. Okay, I'm gonna do my intro. Ohana's. We are family. I got all my sisters and brothers and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and dance. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. Okay. That is the intro. Okay. Because Ohana means family. So that's why I sing that song. For those of you who's wondering what the lady doing. There we have it. I wanted to come on here quick, fast, in a hurry, and to welcome anyone into my world live show. Yes. So first up, I'm gonna share what I'm eating and taking. Okay. I'm gonna start with supplements. Okay. As I stated the other day, I take quite a bit of supplements. Well, not quite a bit, but some supplements. I take vitamin B12, C, Essentia, um, D, E, just to name a few. Okay, if I forgot one, sorry about this. Kind of vaguely. This is vitamin C, and this is B12. I already taken about 4 or 5 of mine. I take supplements. I'm on a weight loss journey. If anyone wants to know and like to know, I am on this journey. I'm on the road, and I'm get this show going. So I'm gonna take that. And if you wonder what I'm drinking, this right here. Disclaimer: I'm not sponsoring, just sharing. Amazon. That's where I got them at. Got it at. It's tea. And what I put in it, excuse me, what I put in it was some lime. Okay, that's all I add to it. I don't put no sugar, nothing in it. Some lime. Now this is B12. Okay, I got that out the way. Again, I'm on a weight loss journey, so I take a weight loss pill. And yes, I guess I could take it about weight loss pill, and it's a prescription. It's not nothing over the counter. Okay. So I'm gonna take that in probably about 10 minutes because I just took those two, give it a little time to go on down the thing. And some good old Java. Isn't this a cute mug? Meow. That's coffee, y'all. Cute, huh? So in my coffee, what I have is I don't use sugar. I use agave, 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 and some creamer. Okay, just a little bit, no sugar. I don't mess with that stuff. Okay. And this morning, what I'm having now, I'm be honest, I'm hungry. Okay. So typically I don't eat breakfast, but I do need to. And lately I've been eating, I take that back. I did have something. I had grapes. Yeah, grapes. I had some grapes because I had the bowl right here. I almost forgot. Some green grapes. And I washed them with some vinegar and cold water, or soaked them, I should say. I put this bowl down in here. Okay. So yeah, I had grapes already. And in here, I have these are vegan plant based Morningstar is the brand sausages, and they taste amazing. If you never try them. You would definitely love them. Morningstar and some tomatoes. And well, on the tomatoes, I have some Italian dressing. That's what I'm eating this morning, and I wanted to come on here and share that with you guys. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it wouldn't be me if I don't get on here and run my mouth a little bit. Okay? I'm gonna say this. For the last week or so, I've been talking about mental health. And I feel the need to address this quite often. The tea that I drink, it has words on it, okay? And these says the only person you should strive to be better than is the person you were yesterday. And it comes on the tea, and I love it. Affirmation, motivation. There we go. I came on yesterday with me and my granddaughter. I was doing her hair, and we ended up folding up some clothes and things. Yesterday wasn't no good day for me. Just being transparent. And reason why, one would probably say, stop living in the past. I'm not living in my past. I'm living in my truth. And being honest and transparent about it. Yesterday, I had a really, really, really emotional, crappy day. And the reason why I can say this, I am going through a lot. And the things that I'm going through, let me say it like this. Some people's feelings is more harder or colder than others, and some just don't show their emotions, and some do. Well, I show my emotions, okay? And it has something to do with almost, have you ever heard that saying, when you're fed up to be tired? I didn't have a good day. And I felt like I needed to do what I did, and that was cry. I cried, took a shower, cried, I ate, listened to some scriptures, prayed, and everything yesterday. And sometimes things can weigh down heavy on your mind, your brain, and everything. And yesterday, I ain't trying to spit no bars either. Your brain, I said your mind, your brain, and everything. But anyhow, so mental health is very important to talk about and to address. And you better get on over here, out of here. Every time I get on there, it's a darn fly. I do not like them. And I typically don't have them, but kids in and out the door. This is the sausage. Oh, and it's maple flavor. Mm-hmm. Tastes so good. Anywho, I have to address it, and I'm gonna keep addressing it, and I need to address it, and it should be addressed. When you have someone, it could be a friend, that's a loved one, somebody you love, concerned about, or know about, that is going through some mental, psychological, emotional, maybe physical abuse. And I'm saying this because I have someone that is close to me, which is a child, dear to me, and I love. It can affect you in so many ways. Okay? So if one will say, pray about it, I do all the time. But get this. I'm praying about it. I know God allowed things to happen for a reason. I understand all that too. But God also gave us senses. Excuse me. That's why they say don't talk with food in your mouth. And I'm not going to, because it seems like I'm trying to get some kind of little nasty cough going on. The devil's alive, for sure. I'm trying to dig deep down, and I shouldn't do this, but I do. Why is this happening? When you try to turn your back away or focus on what's important to you, there's a curveball that always comes through there. And I'm saying to myself, I know we all have a calling and a purpose, and I know they say things happen for a reason, season, lesson, and blessing. But I'm saying this, and I'm not trying to be arrogant when I say this. I done went through the season. I done went through the reason. I done went through the lesson. I'm ready for the blessing. And I'm not asking for anything. Timing is everything. But when you wake up in your right mind, that's a blessing. Okay? When you wake up and God allows you to touch your feet on solid ground, that's a blessing. I understand all that. But didn't God give us all emotions and feelings? And when you, so to speak, came out to mom, the baby cried. That's the thing they used to want to hear is pat, pat. If the baby didn't, they think something wrong, right? We all was I'm trying to get my words right. We all was born with a gift, emotion, purpose. Even if men cry, ain't nothing wrong with a man sharing tears. They need to. That does not mean you weak. At one point in time, you was a baby, a boy, a teenager, young teen, up in the adult and up the corporate ladder, so to speak. Everybody has times where they have to let off steam or let off the frustration or let off the tears. Don't keep nothing bottled up inside you, because if you do, all of it will hit you slap dab in the middle of the face or whatever. All of us was born with something. And I said all that, right? But I question myself. I never say, God, why is this happening to me? Why me, God? Because he'll say, why not you? Right? But I think, like I said yesterday and I said before, still, why? Am I too peaceful? Am I too much in my lane? Am I too much doing right and I ain't doing wrong? Even me speaking about it. If a person go to church, they're gonna hear it. If a person go to a what you call a conference or something like that, you're gonna hear somebody up there that done been through something in their life and they up there addressing it. I'm not living in my past. Oh no. Everything that's going on is going on the present. Right as we speak. And it's an everyday thing. And some things you cannot get away from because you ain't got no control over it. You're supposed to have control over your life, but I don't think so in a sense, because if I had control over my life, I wouldn't allow everything to happen to me. Yes, I got to take accountability. I'm raising grandchildren or helping out with grandchildren, being supportive for children and things like that. And I said to my son yesterday, and I'm just going to be bold outright with it when I say this. I don't ask no one for nothing. And sometimes you don't have to ask no one for nothing. Hello, how you doing? You don't have to ask no one for nothing. But wouldn't you think sometimes someone was dig deep down in themselves the way you help them? No, I know this. I already know the answer. I'm just speaking, hypothetically speaking about it. Ooh. That person's so sweet, so kind. I ain't asking for nobody, and this is not complaining either. This is talking about life. This is talking about facts. This is talking about not just me going through something. It's talking about whatever someone else out here I know. Yes, whatever we may be going through throughout life. But I'll tell you this. Can't nobody say, well, why are you dwelling on the past, or why are you talking about the past, or why are you talking about it? You shouldn't be talking about it. That's a lie. If anybody tell you shouldn't talk about it. And as I said, this is not the past. This is something I'm going through at the present moment. I wish it was the past because it would be back there. Okay? A lot of things that I done went through, been through, going through is still in the past. I'm not trying to dig up skeletons, I guess you could say, but I don't have nothing in my closets. Ain't nothing gonna come up out of there. Ain't no bones gonna come out of my closet. Do you hear me? None at all. None. None. And I could be arrogant, cocky, whatever someone might want to say. Ooh, that girl lying. No, I'm not. Ooh. Because the good Lord up above, that's the only person I got to prove myself to. But I know for certain, ain't nothing coming out of that closet. Open it. Ain't no shoes, coats, jackets, nothing. And when you live your life like that, and people see that you live your life a certain way, this doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect, but I want to live my life a way that I want to live it and be going in a right direction. I'm so sick of going left, and I want to go right, and I want to go straight and bumping over because of the other people. Do you hear me? Real talk. So platforms is to have a voice. Yeah. Platforms is, you don't have to be all messy and dramatic with it. No. Everyone needs someone to talk to. Yes. Some people don't have no one to talk to, so they turn to certain things. Does that mean you gotta why people put their business out there? Okay, this is the question. Just saying, there's big time. I ain't put no names on the disclaimer because I don't want nobody to say that I'm talking about somebody, but there's big time people up there that's motivational speakers and spokers and spokesmen and all this stuff done went through something, and everybody admires them. Everybody's fans, followers, and all that. So what is the difference if someone get on a platform, their choice to do so, and share some things about overcoming things, over obstacles that they done been through, hurdles that they done jumped, and all this stuff. I done been through a lot. And let me tell you something. Most of the stuff that I done been through, I done pulled myself through it by myself. And I said this, cry a river or a tsunami. I done cried a river. I done probably cried streams, oceans, and everything. But at the end of the day, it should be that it's not no happy medium. It's like either it's this or it ain't is this, or let the end of the road be the end of the road. I'm on a journey, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm speaking this, and this is me speaking facts. Ain't no way that I shouldn't be here. I said this is about me, okay? Where I want to be on my weight loss journey. No way it shouldn't be. I should done been there and probably over some more pounds. Weight loss journey I'm speaking. And that right there in itself make me feel some kind of way because I allow other people, and I'm talking about children. I'm talking about someone else's mom. Because I have to. Choice. Okay, I get it. We all have choices. But this is a child. This is my granddaughter. This is someone that I love. This is family. I'm not going to let her go into no system. She in the room with the door closed. Sometimes when I have my lives like this in the morning time, I do it because they be at school. They're out of school on Mondays, and typically I get on here Tuesdays through Fridays or whatever, because everything that I address, kids don't have to be around to hear. I'm not speaking loud. She's in there with her, probably got her headphone on, probably couldn't hear me if I call her anyhow. But that's besides the point. And I had to address this with my son yesterday, and I broke down crying. He said, Mama, don't cry. I'm going to cry. Because for one, I'm hurt. For two, I'm disappointed. Yes, I'm not ashamed. I'm disappointed, hurt, and I'm supposed to be like almost like a role model. Or are you supposed to? I'm supposed to teach you still, regardless if you're my child, you're a grown person or not. I'm still supposed to lead and show by example. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. People can say whatever they want about me. This is about me today, okay? You can say whatever you want. You can say you lying. You can say I don't like you. You can say this girl sitting up here fabricating up there just dreaming in the fantasy world. But you know what? No, the heck I ain't. My story is mine. And I could tell my story better than anybody else now. You know, you got people out here that's like, what you call it? What's that word I want? Liars. Let me just say that. People that just make up stuff or just want attention. I want nobody's attention. The attention that I want and the thing that I'm trying to do is let everybody see how we all need to pretty much stick together. Stop picking people apart. Stop making fun of folks. Just like I said, I am at a place where I'm comfortable in my skin. Okay, now, thank you. Thank you. I'm comfortable in my skin to where I can share with the world all over about me. Me. Mm-hmm. You got people to do podcasts. You got people that's, like I said already, you got big time people that's done been homeless and being in gangs and being on drugs and alcoholics and probably abusers and etc. Let me tell you, it's going to be a good day. Yesterday wasn't for me. Oh no, I ain't gonna lie or sugarcoat it. I had an emotional wreck day. Okay, just say it like that, and I had every reason to. You know, it's almost like how you see those cartoons and people's head gets so hot and the steam blows the top of their head off. That's how it was for me. And I'm saying, I wish somebody could hug me. I wish somebody can just sit down and just, even if we just, somebody in your presence. And I wasn't at that point to where I didn't want to be bothered, but it comes to be about right about now. That's how I feel, period. I feel like I don't want to be bothered because I'm in this bubble. This is how I was. I was doing amazing. And I saw the results. The results. Most definitely. And that's who I lean on to pull me through. See, the story that I have to tell, if anybody heard it, and this is like I said, no sympathy. What I'm going through now. And again, everyone has a choice. That's true. That's true. But this right here that's going on in my life, I don't have a choice. My granddaughter's proof. My daughter that's has the mental and more and more and more. That's kind of where the sadness came in at yesterday. And I'm like, hmm. Then we question ourselves. I don't question myself. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm not going to beat myself up. But I feel like I'm beating myself up. You know what? I feel like, honestly, I feel like I'm a little kid trapped at home You know, when your parents tell you you can't go nowhere or do anything, you have to listen to your parents and follow suit and don't be disrespectful. I wasn't that child. I never was disrespectful to my parents. Whew. Mm. Ugh. What you just said is a mouthful. That's so true. That's true. But sometimes people will say, mm, "You gonna get whooped." How you did your parents, or how you was disobedient or disrespectful to your parents. Honey, I wasn't no disrespectful child. No, even adult. And I say this to be honest. One time I was over at a house party, just give an example, and the man that I was married to, not my kid's father, he had some mental issues. Oh, Jesus, did he? He's bipolar and he do crazy stuff. I'm not making fun of anybody got mental issues, but I'm telling you what he did to me. Somebody right now probably say you a mental wreck. I might be. I mean, I'm an emotional wreck because of what I'm going through. Yes, I am. I'll be the first one to admit. But as I told, I ain't gonna say my children because I'm not going through it with all my children. But like I told some of my children, I would turn my back. Listen, how I'm saying this. I won't turn my back far as disowning you. No, 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 no. My babies is my babies. But I'll be darned if you take me down a road that I done been before. I love you. I always will love you. I love you, love you, love you, want the best for you, but you should want the best for me. Should no parent have to go through nothing? And I get it. You might have some kids that whatever happened to them in their life don't have their parents. So that's them not having to deal with that person. I get that. I truly, truly, truly get it. Because don't no parent have no right to mistreat, beat, abuse their child either. So we talking about respect. Respect goes both ways. That's how I see it. I have to respect my kids too. They're grown. I respect their space. I don't disrespect them. I don't be up in their relationship, marriages, knocking on the door, coming over, dropping by anytime I want to. I have to respect you. But I'd be darned if you disrespect me and I'm respecting you. I'm not going to still disrespect you, but you're not going to disrespect me. And before that happens, I tell you to stay away from me until you can get yourself together, until you decide that I'm not just speaking this. I truly mean this. Sometimes we have to do that tough love. Sometimes we gotta stop being enablers. And I was that with a couple of my children. Lord knows in heaven I was. Yes, stop being enablers. And I have to start. I'm gonna say this. I'm doing better than what I was because the man upstairs knows. You don't have to speak it in this instance, but he knows what you're going through. And when you are tired, done, fed up, and don't want to put up with no more, and if no one can respect your feelings, that's enough to just cut it off. I was with someone, actually a friend, because it was past the relationship part. But I was still trying to show my loyalty. True story. My kid's father had passed away 2017, true story, on Father's Day, 18th of June. That was in June of 2017. So 5 months went down the road. I don't think I grieved or mourned. And one would probably say, why not? I had 4 children that was going through it. Mm-hmm. And I was there. At that time, they was babies, okay? I'm talking about not babies in age. I'm talking about like I had to nurse them like babies because of the process of what they was going through. They was adults, of course. And even then, I can't, I mean, I have them, but I didn't have them. They didn't have themselves. And I had all that weight on my back, all that weight on my back. And somebody said to me, you act like you still care and have feelings for that person. I would never forget that. And let me tell you something. My kid's father was the best thing other than God and me giving birth, okay? He was the best man, best thing ever that ever happened to me, okay? When that person said that to me, when I tell you I let go and let God, I let God into my life and he came in and he blessed me. He blessed me. And when you get blessed or whatever blessing God has for you, see, I know a lot. I'd have to get things off my chest too. When you get blessed or God has a blessing for you, stop sharing it with everyone. It's yours. It's between you and God. God comes to you and say, my child, I'm going to bless you with abundance. I'm going to bless you with this. I'm not going to go against his word. I'm going to believe him and I got to work too. Because he said he going to bless me. So I'm going to listen, pay attention, and I'm going to follow his lead. If anyone else is, I'm going to follow his lead. So if he said, stop it, don't do it no more, enough is enough, that's what he told me. I was done. And when I did that, I meditate. I did not even use no phone, no texting, or nothing. I focused on my mental health at that time. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I went walking and just doing things like I was being born again. I say it like that. Being born again. I was focused. I ain't let nothing come in my space. And not just me. God didn't let it. I was going walking. I was losing weight. I was on diet. I was living with my daughter. And I'm going to tell you this. It wasn't because she wouldn't have took me. Better yet, here, take the keys. You can take yourself. I didn't want to drive. I didn't want nobody to take me. I wanted to walk. Hell, everywhere she lived, where she lived, there was so much stuff around. I didn't have to drive. For real, for real. So me walking also cleared my mind. Clear my mind. She had a gym, Dollar Tree, Joann's. I'm going around the way everything was. J.C. Penney's, Dick's Sporting Good, Payless Shoe Store when Payless was in business, and Targets. And then if you want to promote all over, Walmart's, all that stuff. So I'm saying to myself, I'm just giving an example. I don't need nobody to take me. I'm going to walk. And when I got to the point where I needed to fix my finances that I allow myself to let happen to me, listen, I'm taking the blame for this because I allowed it. I cried. I went through the motions, but when it was all said and done, I got all that out my system. There's nothing wrong with crying. Excuse me. There's nothing wrong with crying, but it don't last long. And you're supposed to learn from it. And that's what happened to me yesterday. It's almost like I had to cry to get it out my system. And when I cried and was ready, he blessed me. Mm-hmm. This place where I live at now, okay? One is not going to believe this. I have never had a place on my own. Never. I'm 58, and this happened, what, 6 years ago? Yeah. So I was about 52. Okay. 52 years old. First time apartment owner, or whatever you want to call it, homeowner. I found this place without a car. I got on phones, calling places and calling. Didn't have a car. And I found the place where I'm at. I ended up taking myself, like Lyft or whatever, to the place to talk to the people, fill out the application, do the application, background check, and all the things. I couldn't get it because I owed some rent somewhere else. They told me if I get that paid, I ain't talking about no penny either, and show that I paid that off, I can move in here. I didn't have no bad, well, I wouldn't say bad rental history, but I owed. I guess you could say it like that. Money. I had a credit card, and I owed $300 left of how much I owed prior, because it was up there. I maxed that credit card out so I can move in here. Paid it off. Paid that back off. Do you hear me? I'm saying all this to get this point across. And I know from personal experience, when we let God be the lead, and that's what I'm gonna get back to, I should never not let him lead me. Never. No, I ain't saying that because I ain't in the word or reading, praying, and all that. No, I need to get back in my bubble of how I want my life to be. I live my life for me and for Christ, and anybody else comes after that. Because at the end of the day, my kids are married, in relationship, grown, and doing whatever they want. But then I have this one that's my responsibility, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Get it together, girl. So I'm just giving little tidbits of how things can affect you. I'm wrapping it up because I can go on and on. I have a lot to say about a lot of things. Excuse me. Mentally. And that's why I keep talking about mental health. We have to get it together. Somebody said yesterday that they wish they wasn't born and all the things. I would never take my life. I don't care what I go through. We are a blessing. It's a gift. And we all have a calling and a number. And I want to see this out, however God's will for me. And that's what I want to say. On this note, Ohana's, meaning family. Yes, you can talk about it until you want to stop, right? I'm just tired of crying. I want to be happy. I want to smile. I want to be jolly. That's the person I was And my son said to me one time before, he said, "Where did you leave your happiness at?" I know where I left my happiness at. In Germany. Stuttgart, Germany. I lived over there for 4 years. And I was so happy there. That's a story in itself. I can talk about that story at another time. It was an amazing life for me. So always remember, we might be alone, but as long as you talk about it and pray about it, and I mean prayers, we got to keep praying and 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 sharing tears. Tears is a message to God too. He sees your tears and lay in the bed. I lay in the bed at night and talk and cry and just talk, pray, talk, talk, talk. And it was like yesterday I had to get all of that out of me because I don't want to continue to live like this. So on that note, Ohana, we have to take care of us. We have to do for us. Because if we don't, no one else is. And that's what I'm at in my life. I know it. I know this. So have a good day, a blessed week, and you will see me again soon. You know why? We are family. You know why? Because I said so.